Yeah, it's EXT. It's an external version. The way it's, I like the dimensions. I wish I would have gotten the 110 that's a foot longer. That would have been better. So that extra foot is limiting my fish choices right now. That's the biggest thing.
See, I have the innovative
Well, let's all take a vote that he gets a 110.
Oh, he's already told me he's found something he wants.
Well, you know, I thought about it, but the thing is, that stand was black, and I had to repaint it. And I think, no, I'm gonna.
Well, you know what? So I actually prefer like a light.
Welcome to another episode here with Queen City Reefs and more. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are watching the episode where we actually do the RASOC second tour for this year. And it was exciting. It was exciting to be able to visit homes and see the reef tanks of these club members. I definitely had fun on the first one. I had fun on this one. And I really hope that we get to do more throughout the year because I know there's plenty of other members that have tanks, and I'd really like to see them and be able to film them. That being said, a special thank you to everyone that allowed me to come into their home and film these tanks and be in their space while, you know, I'm over there with the camera, you know, invading their tanks, I guess you could say. That being said, I'm going to try to do some voiceover and talk about the tanks here and there and try to give as much information as I can. But for now, I'm going to leave y'all with the conversations that are happening in the background so that you can get used to, you know, the conversations that happen and get a feel for what it's like to be there. So we'll be right back with this voiceover.
Because, you know, that's the thing.
I could compare the weight because the weight on that Red Sea, it came in my house on a stretcher.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Is that a dumping dock there, or is that an elegance? That's an elegance.
It's got...
Yeah, that's an elegance.
Yeah.
It actually gets
I had to
bigger
look
than that.
carefully. How long have you had your sand sifting star for?
2 years.
And it's doing well.
Already one message coming in
Yeah.
on secured channel.
The reason why is, the only bad thing is you're going to have a lot of fauna in your tank. That sucker will eat everything you're seeing.
Uh-huh.
But he does a great job stirring up the sand.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to keep him alive, you gotta have quite a bit of critters for him to eat.
You have a couple pots? Or?
Yeah, I have a lot of copepods on the tank. Literally, if you see at night, the sucker's crawling in copepods.
I want to know what your secret is for keeping the mandarin clove polyps. I have clove polyps, they never
I
last.
don't do good either.
Oh.
I gave you some, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
This
is the trick with I've noticed with clove polyps is they like a little higher nutrients. So the way I do it is like my nutrients, even though I have a lot of SPS in here, are a little higher than normal. It's a tricky thing. My nitrates are about 20 to 25.
Okay.
And that's way beyond most people, you know, they expect to be like 10, you know, for an SPS tank. But the LPS don't like 10.
What about your phosphates? Yeah.
My phosphates are close to 0.1.
Once you put the plugs in, you don't see the holes, so, you know.
I agree. I mean, I like those rocks. I mean,
See, this is the one I have. I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
what
had
that
the-
is. What is this bright green? Is that an acro of some kind?
where is it?
What is it? Like a green slimer or what is that?
The one down there?
Yeah.
The one on top is actually from Dennis. It is the Green Goblin.
Green goblin. Okay.
Yeah, the one below is the slime ball. They're actually, I can never pronounce it.
Anacoporus.
Anacoporus, exactly.
Okay, so the bright lime green one is an anacropora?
They both are.
Okay, because I was just given one of those as a freebie at the last show, and I.
All right, so here is Nathan's tank.
it's more
This
of a
is an
smoother,
innovative Marine Nouveau external
it's still kind of-
75
I think
gallon.
it's more of a- more of a
He
feminine
is
picada,
lighting this
than
tank
monopores
with
than
two
actually,
AI blade grows,
than
29-inch
Aquapore, but
model,
still
and one
SPS, still
KESSIL
SPS.
AP9X. You'll see that here in a minute. This tank itself is 36 by 24 by 20. External meaning the overflow is on the outside, which I think, not sure, I have never owned an external one, but I think I would prefer, just for the simple fact that you are able to have more space inside the tank with the external overflow. That being said, he is using 8 Ecotech Versas to dose calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, Acro Power, Brightwell, Chato Grow, FM Part C, and then an auto water changer, 10 gallons per week that he does. He has 2 Ecotech MP40s for flow, and he feeds mostly mysis, rods food, and Red Sea AB Plus for the amino acids. including nori. I think we all, you know, use nori in our tanks. In the sump, he uses a Deltec 1000 eye skimmer, a Reef Octopus Various 4 for the return pump, an Aqua UV 18 watt UV sterilizer, and he just started using ozone with the Ozotec 200 generator. He has a BM mat roller. In the refugium, he's running a KESSIL 1660 Fuge light, and he runs an Apex with a Trident, also an Inkbird temperature controller. And as you can see, he also has a CO2 scrubber to control pH.
Husband just went to the truck.
Yeah, no worries.
What's going on there?
Dennis, how are you, man?
Good
See you. You ain't sent to you, brother.
Is it more?
Yeah.
That looks good, Ed.
Yeah,
Wow, what a way to enter a house.
Yeah, right?
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Look at that. Gee,
Thank
that's
you too much.
Does it bother you being so tall? Because, you know, I talked to him about that tank too, and that was the main reason I didn't get it.
It would be if I were to constantly put my hand in there doing stuff and had a reason like for it to be in the way, but I'll put my hands in the tank. So.
Well, just sometimes when I do need to get to the bottom.
Yeah, when I do, I definitely get a step stool. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you, man?
Good
to see you.
Good to see you.
And here we have Mr. Ed's tank. His tank is a 90-gallon that he started back in March of 2021 with dry rock and dry sand. He cycled with a piece of dead shrimp. He runs dual 165 watt Viper Spectra set at 80% blue and 1% white. It's a mixed reef with, let's see, livestock. He's got yellow mimic tang, coral beauty, a Timor wrasse, chalk bass, 3 green chromis, and 1 lyre-tail anthias. He runs the equipment is a Reef Octopus Diablo skimmer, Jabo 4000 DC for the return pump, a pinpoint pH monitor, dual ice cap 2K gyros, all corals and fish locally sourced except for 3 corals, I believe he says, from Tidal Gardens. He doesn't test and only monitors pH. He doses saturated calc water in an ATO, water change every few weeks or so, and filter floss in the media cup.
Down there, is it up top? It is up top.
Yeah.
Sorry, the hinge is bad on the bottom right's gone, sorry.
Well, get a new tank.
I know.
Oh, I noticed that they cut up in the
Don't
wall.
get me started.
Had some room to fill up a little more.
Yes,
Where you running the
sir.
lights at now? Where you running the lights at now?
Bathroom, come around here to your left, man. Or it's right around here. They're turkey, Swiss, turkey cheddar, doesn't matter. They're all turkey, yeah. Sorry.
Where you running the lights at now?
80% blue, 1% white.
It was both up together.
Ed wanted me to send a shout out over to K, which is, I believe, Carolina Aquatic Expo, Nemo's, Queen City Corals, and Under the Sea for most of the stocking of his reef tanks, as well as, you know, I'm assuming all his products. Definitely great stores. I deal with them as well. And so definitely appreciate, you know, he wanting to send a shout out to everyone. That being said, this next tank that you're seeing, this is a 15-gallon that he started back in November 2022 with dry sand and cycled rock from the 90. Rock attached to the back glass with black aquarium silicone, a Radion XR15 Gen 3 set as basic settings. on white. And let's see, a Jabo SLW20 for the wave maker, an HOB filter running with filter floss, and then you see the current livestock that he has in there. That is a very, very cool shrimp in there, and already devouring that starfish that was right under there. Well, I hope you enjoyed Ed's tank. We definitely did. So we'll be moving on to the next one here shortly. Very nice. And here is the last stop at Eduardo's home. Again, thank you to everyone that participated in showing off their tanks. It was truly a pleasure to be able to go film these beautiful tanks. Here we have a Red Sea XXL 750, tank volume being 160 gallons, sump volume being 40 gallons. The display dimensions are 59 inches long, 25 inches wide, and 23 inches tall. He continues to dose Kalkwasser via a Comore pump and controls by Neptune Apex, which safe stops it at 8.4 pH, so meaning that when it reaches that or passes that, it will turn it off. And an ATO control by Aqua Duo and safe stop by Apex. His parameters that he tries to follow is KH 8 to 9, calcium 420 to 450, magnesium 1350 to 1400, phosphate 0.3 to 0.9, nitrates 13 to 20. He also doses traces with Restore by Brightwell and Red Sea ABCD. And he runs a Neptune Skies with Blue Plus for the sunrise and sunset, and AB Plus on midday with the highest par at 400 and with 180 at the bottom. For feeding, he says he runs a Hillary Seedweed Extreme on the automatic feeder, nori sheets every other day, and mices daily. If the nutrients are too low, he adds Benepets or Reef Roof. Not sure what that one is, and some amino acids like Brightwell or Red Sea. And that should cover most of everything in this tank. If you have any questions for any of these tanks, definitely leave it in the comments below. I definitely would love to hear if you enjoyed this video or any of the other videos that I put out. And I definitely would love for you to join my Facebook group page, Queen City Reefs. Follow us on Instagram as well. And on Facebook, definitely share your tanks. I'd love to see them, and maybe we could even get to feature some of your tanks that are across the pond on this channel, and maybe we can work something out where you send me a video, 5 to 10 minute clip, where we can definitely share your tanks across the nation and the world with everyone. Thanks again.
See a pattern and
I start with all that pretty much.
This has all those alarms.
Dead
If it
rock,
would just
dead
not-
everything.
Yeah, I've never had.
So it took me
It was
long
more than
time
I wanted
to-
to spend
to
because
be-
when I got
This is evidence
strong enough
that his
or
hand
mature
is
enough
working.
lights
to
fine.
the smaller sensors now.
to support like
I had to put a
a
smaller sensor
Yeah,
on this
that's
Red Sea. There was
and
no place
those
to
are
put the
all
bigger
these
one
wrong.
in.
Those were my the phosphates are too high.
Yeah.
Get
Something
like
is
the
wrong.
$80 one.
So I've been fighting low nutrients,
Okay.
and I was afraid I was going to get
So
diagnosed
I gotta have
for a
the
while.
So for
I did, but I did get a batch of cyano,
I don't
which is
think
now
that's that
cleared
much
out.
different than the hiker.
So my
I don't
nitrates
remember how
I'm
much it
running
was,
right now are usually
the
about
little
12 to 13.
tubs like that big. So the
And
other
my
thing I get on
phosphates
mine for
are,
when it does so
I'm
good,
getting them up, but
after
they
you put
were
water in,
down
it's
to
gotta reset.
0.02.
But-
And now
so
they're like
that was-
0.04 or
You can
so.
pump now.
Between 1350 for
About keeping
1400.
jellyfish.
And before we go, I do want to remind everyone that the Carolina Aquatic Expo is coming. Make sure to check out their website. Follow them on Facebook. It's happening in June. I hope to see everyone there. More information to come in future videos.
Yeah.